Hi there, welcome to Soft Flow with Sam. My name is Sam and I will be leading you through your Vinyasa flow practice today. We're going to use 2 blocks or anything else you feel you need to support your practice, and you can meet me on your mat. If you'd like to practice with music, pause the video here and go down to the description box. There's a Spotify link. You can open it in another browser and play it along with our class. Coming into a comfortable seated position, resting your hands into your lap, palms face up to receive energy, or palms face down if you're seeking grounding. And if it feels safe to do so, gently close off your eyes or soften your gaze. Start to settle into your breath. Taking a few rounds of inhales and exhales through the nose. Sitting tall through the crown of your head, letting the spine lengthen and the hips gently rest against the floor. Taking a moment to fully arrive in your body. Noticing the spaces where your body meets the mat or the earth beneath you, the weight of your sits bones allowing you to ground. Start to deepen your breath, draw in through the nose, expanding the ribs, lifting the chest, and a gentle sigh through the mouth, exhale out. Again, inhale. Slow exhale, release. Continue to breathe, allowing your breath to find a smooth, natural rhythm. Today's practice is centered around the idea of embodiment. So often yoga, we get caught up in how a pose looks, how deep it is, how straight our appearance is, how it compares to someone else in the room with us. But the real practice is something so much deeper, quieter, and so much more powerful. It's the shift from performing a pose to experiencing it in the body from the inside out. If you'd like to do so, gently bring one hand to your heart and one hand to your belly. As you continue to breathe, feel that expansion underneath your hands, the growing energy of the pranayama in your body. Continue to breathe, inhale. Long exhales of release. Noticing any sensations, any tension, any points of ease, nothing to change yet, just simply notice the way the body feels. This practice today isn't about making a pose look perfect. It's about staying connected to what's happening inside your body as you move. So let your intention for the practice to be curious, explore sensations rather than chasing an experience. Listen to your breath, notice what your body is telling you, and move in a way that feels honest and embodied. Take one more long breath. Seal the lips, exhale through the nose. Gently release the hands down towards the knees. Flutter the eyes open. Take a big inhale, reach both arms up overhead. Exhale, bring your right hand down towards the earth. Send the left arm up and over along the side of your head, finding a gentle stretch on the side of the body, keeping both hips grounded. You can bend into that right arm, bringing it closer to the mat. On your next inhale, cactus, that lifted arm. Pull the shoulder and the elbow back in space, opening your chest and your gaze up towards the sky. On your exhale, bow your chest down towards your right knee. Send your left fingertips forward. Inhale, cactus, open. Rotate through the chest, gaze up. Exhale, fold and reach. Once more, inhale. Exhale, melt. Inhale, rainbow, both arms up and over to the opposite side. The right hand finds the left knee. Left hand plants behind you for a seated twist. Keep the spine stacked, shoulders on top of the hips. Left hand is kickstand behind you, pressing through the fingertips to lengthen. Keep your twist big, inhale. Exhale, maybe twist a little bit deeper, sending your gaze to the back of the space. Inhale, come up through center, reach both arms up towards the sky, lengthen. Exhale, hands come down onto the knees. The right foot is going to come forward, drawing the heel into the left ankle, almost creating an L shape with the legs, deep bend in both knees. Left hand plants behind the left hip. On your inhale, start to lift the hips, pressing through the right foot. Right hand goes up towards the sky. Maybe you rise up onto the ball of that front foot. Lift the hips for a baby wild thing. Moving with the breath as you exhale, lower down, reach the right hand forward. Inhale, lift up. Exhale as you lower down. Once more, inhale, rise. Exhale, release. Ground both sits bones. Extend the feet forward. Your toes can stay on the mat or feet can be lifted. Find a baby boat. Maybe you're reaching those hands forward, starting to wake up the core, grabbing onto the backs of the thighs or keeping it grounded. One breath here, long through the spine. On your exhale, come back into your seat, opposite crossing the legs. That left leg comes in front this time. Big inhale, reach up. Exhale, left hand to the mat, right arm up and over, side body stretch. Option to take that generous bend in the left arm. Continue to reach, keep the right hip grounded. Big inhale as you cactus the right arm, pull it back in space. Exhale, bow your chest to your left thigh, reach the right fingertips forward. Inhale, open. Exhale, reach. Once more, inhale. Exhale, out. Inhale, cartwheel the arms up and over to the opposite side. Left hand finds the knee, right hand plants behind you for your seated twist. Push through the fingertips, lengthen the spine, lift the chest. Allow your inhale to grow space into the spine. Exhale, keep that deep twist, gaze towards the back. Inhale, come through center, reach up. And lower the hands down. The left foot comes forward this time, heel pulls in tight to the right ankle. Right hand comes behind the hip. On your inhale, start to lift up. Send the hips towards the sky, reach the left fingertips. Exhale, lower down, reach towards the front of your space. Inhales your lift. And lower. Big breath in. Exhale out, ground both sits bones, come back into your version of a boat. Maybe you play around this time, try extending the legs. Or maybe you're still grounding. Finding a breath here, whatever version of boat is suiting your needs today. Big breath in. Exhale, ground your feet. Hands come behind the hips. Fingertips point towards the glutes. Inhale, press up into a reverse tabletop. Lengthen the front of your body. Let your head fall back. Gently lower the hips down. Come back into your version of a boat. Lower down, ground the hands, ground the feet. Inhale, lift the hips. Lower the hips down. Find your boat. We take that one more time. Lower down, lift the hips. Gently lower the hips down, come back into your easy seat, whatever that means to you. Bring the hands onto the knees, starting to articulate through the spine. As you inhale, pull the shoulders back, open through the heart space, send the ribcage forward. As you exhale, start to send your ribs over towards the right, and then round your spine like a cat, bringing your ribs to the left. Continuing that rotation, inhale, bring it forward. Take a few rounds. Maybe you close your eyes. This can be big or small. Or finding that embodiment, the feeling inside. It doesn't matter what we look like. It only matters what we feel. And when you finish your next round, start to send it over in the other direction. Inhale, ribs to the left and back as you exhale. Inhale comes back through the front. One more round. Beautiful. Inhale comes through the center. Tall spine, stacking the vertebrae. And make your way into a tabletop. Stacking shoulders over wrists, hips over knees. Pressing your palms into the earth. Uncurl the toes, press through the tops of the feet. Inhale, drop the belly, lift the crown of the head. Find a cow pose. Exhale, round up through the spine, tuck chin to chest. Inhale to neutral spine, curl the toes under. And exhale, shoot the hips up and back. Adho Mukha Svanasana, downward facing dog. You can pedal out your feet here to start, bending into one knee and then the other, walking your dog. It's never necessary to have those heels touching all the way to the mat. We're looking for length in the spine, sending the hips up nice and high. Maybe there's a micro bend in your knees. Take a big inhale here. Press the heels closer to the earth. Lift the hips. Exhale out. Belly comes to the thighs. On your inhale, right leg reaches up towards the sky, three-legged dog. Exhale, right knee in towards your chest. Gently step between the palms. Soften the back knee down. Uncurl the left toes and inhale. Anjaneyasana, low lunge, reach up. Take a breath here, settle in. Palms to face the center, pinkies towards the front of your space. Big inhale, reach. Exhale, the right hand drops down and back. Take a twist towards your right. Arms come in line with the shoulders. Palms are facing out towards that long edge. Keeping the spine neutral, nice and stacked, twisting with the upper body. Find another inhale. Exhale, cartwheel the right hand forward, framing the front foot, and draw the hips back into half splits. Hovering the hips over the left heel. Option to curl those left toes for a little more support, and flex the right foot. This is a great place for your blocks. You can use them to bring the ground up to you, framing that right leg. Think about energetically pulling the right heel back in space to really fire up that hamstring. Drop the chest. Feel your stretch. If you're using your blocks, bring your right block with you. The right hand comes to the inside of the right foot. And then walk the hands or the blocks towards the top corner of the mat. Right foot stays where it is, feeling the stretch in the outer part of the hip now. Keep the chest low. And find that embodiment here. Maybe you start to rock into the right knee, finding a bend, dropping the hips, maybe lifting the gaze, sending it back. Any other intuitive movement that feels good here in the hips. Taking a few rounds of breath to explore, maybe some spinal waves. Feeling into the body, moving with the breath. One more round for whatever you're playing with. Drawing the hips back into that modified half splits with the arms reaching. Walk the hands back so they're under the shoulder, right inside of the right knee. Sweep the right leg around till your shins are parallel. If you use the block, slide them off to the sides. Ground the hands through your tabletop. Curl the toes under and draw the hips up and back. Adho Mukha Svanasana, downward facing dog. Inhale, the left leg rises, three leg. Exhale, knee into your chest, step between the palms. Soften the back knee down. Breathe in as you rise up into your Anjaneyasana, sink into your lunge. Left knee is stacked over the ankle, toes are pointed forward. Big inhale, reach through the fingertips. Exhale, left hand sweeps down and back, T through the arms, low lunge twist. Sweep the left hand up, cartwheel them to the top of the mat, frame the front foot. Draw the hips back as you exhale, half splits. Grab for those blocks. Pull back with the left toes, drop the belly down towards the thighs. Keeping your hips hovered over that right heel, maybe you curl the right toes under. Left hand, an optional block, comes to the inside of the left leg. Start to walk your hands out towards the right corner of your mat. Drop your head, drop your chest. Feel that change in sensation. noticing where your breath lands. Start to play with the movement here, maybe bending into the knee, ripple roll through the spine, dropping the hip. A few rounds of breath to play, to move, embodying your practice. No performance. No need to look a certain way, just feeling into the body. Last breath, finish up with the hips pulled back. Walk your hands back under your shoulder, inside of the left knee, and then sweep the left knee back. Shins are parallel. Ground the hands. Take your tabletop. Curl the toes under and send the hips up and back. Downward facing dog. Moving into a version of Sun Salutation A, Namaskar A. Inhale, bend slightly into the knees, gaze to the top of the mat. Exhale, take your travel to the top, forward fold. Inhale to halfway lift. Hands can slide up the shins, point the crown of your head to the front of your space. Exhale and fold. Inhale, root down heavy as you rise. Sweep the arms towards the sky at the top, lengthen. Hooking with the thumbs, keep the palms facing forward, reaching through the fingertips, energy in the hands. Feet are grounded underneath the hips. As you exhale, draw your hands over towards the right, finding a little bit of a side bend. Inhale, come up through center. Exhale, release the thumbs, cactus the arms, gaze up. Inhale, reach towards the sky. Exhale down to your forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold, plant the hands, step or hop back to your version of a high plank. Option for knees or toes here. Start to shift your weight forward into the palms. As you exhale, bend the elbows, hug them in. Lower half or all the way down, Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale, push through the palms, lift the heart. Upward facing dog or high cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, gaze forward, slight bend in the knees. Exhale, travel to the top, forward fold. Inhale to halfway lift. Exhale and fold. Inhale, root down as you rise. Sweep up towards the top, hook the thumbs. Exhale, side bend, pull it to the left. Keep the heart space open, energy in the fingertips. Inhale through center. Exhale, release the thumbs, cactus. Inhale, reach. Exhale, down to fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold, plant the hands, step or hop back. Flow through the vinyasa, shift forward, lower down. Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale, upward facing dog or cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. Take a breath here in this downward facing dog. Start to settle in. Feel the length in the backs of your hips. On your inhale, send the right leg up towards the sky, three-legged dog. Exhale, right knee in towards your chest, step between the hands. Keep that back leg engaged this time, powering through the ball of your left foot. Inhale, rise up into a high crescent lunge. Feet are on train tracks here, toes pointed forward. Bend into your right knee. Option for a slight bend in that back leg if it feels more supportive. Palms to face the center. Exhale, right hand sweeps down and back, finding that twist once again. Squeezing the inner thighs together like you're scissoring through the legs, drawing into the center. Inhale, sweep back through your high crescent lunge. Shift your weight into your right foot. Start to draw your left knee towards your chest. Ekapada Tadasana, one-legged mountain. Right hand comes across to grab the left knee. Left hand comes down and back. You can keep your gaze forward here for this dancing Shiva, or take the next round of breath to play with your gaze, moving at small amounts, challenging the balance. Start to bring the gaze back to center. Slow, intentional movements with the gaze. Inhale, lift both hands back up towards the sky. Keep that left knee lifted. On your exhale, the left foot is going to shoot back, passing through a warrior three, and bring it down to the ground for the toes. Left hand to the mat. Right hand reaches up towards the sky. Dragonfly twist. Stacking the shoulders, pressing the back of your right hand towards the back side of your body. Take a big breath here, really feel that openness. Now, nice and slow with this next transition. As you inhale, spin down the back heel. Start to lift the left hand to lift the torso. Cartwheeling all the way open to a star pose at the side of your mat. Heels and toes out. Spread the fingertips wide. Take up space. Big breath. One more big breath in. Exhale, deep bend into your left knee. Start to draw the hands to heart center. You can land here in your high side lunge, or take it all the way down towards the earth for your skandasana. Staying with a flat foot or coming up onto the ball of the left foot. Right leg is long towards the top edge of the mat. Another great place, if you'd like to ground those hands, find a little bit more support or keep them at heart center. One more big, beautiful breath here. Inhale. Exhale out. Bring the hands to the earth. Walk them towards the top edge as you pass into your runner's lunge. Hands frame the right foot, deep bend in the right knee. Pressing through the ball of the back foot. Keep the chest nice and low. Inhale, start to sweep the hands forward, reaching towards the top edge. Finding a leaning lunge here. Inhale, spin down the back heel, start to lift the chest, left hand comes up and back. Virabhadrasana 2, your warrior 2 stance. Right toes are pointed forward, right knee is bent, pressing through the knife edge of that back foot. Arms in line with the shoulders, gazing over the front fingertips. Inhale, reach your right hand forward, find length, flip the palm. Reverse warrior, right hand up and back. Left hand can trail down your back leg. Play with your gaze here, looking down at the left foot or up at the lifted hand. What feels better for you in your body? Feel the expansion on the right side. Big inhale. Taking it to the back of the mat this time, the right hand sweeps down, turning yourself to a runner's lunge at the back edge. Ground both hands. And lifting the left leg up towards the sky, three-legged dog. Exhale, knee into the chest, step between the palms at the back edge. Inhale, a high crescent lunge, lift towards the sky. Inhales for length. Exhale, left hand down and back, twist. Inhale, come through center, high crescent lunge to the back of the mat. Shift your weight into the left foot. Right knee draws towards the chest, Ekapada Tadasana. Left hand comes across, grabbing for the knee. Right hand sweeps down and back. Finding that balance once again, play with the gaze. Next round of breath, gently bring the gaze back to center. Inhale, sweep both arms up. Exhale, the right foot sweeps back, bringing it down to the earth. Right hand grounds, left hand pulls up towards the sky. Lengthen into your dragonfly twist. Pressing through the right palm to push the earth away and reaching with the left at the same time. Inhale, start to spin down the right heel. Right hand reaches forward to lift the chest. Coming all the way up to your star pose, back at that long edge. Open big. This time, heels stay planted, turn the toes towards the long edge. Exhale into a wide-legged fold. Take another round of breath here. If an inversion is something that's in your practice, you can take that inversion now. Also an option to find some side bends into each knee, or maybe walking the hands underneath the body through the legs, taking it deeper into your fold. Finish up any movements you're experimenting with. Back into a neutral wide leg fold. Hands come underneath the shoulders. Inhale, push through the palms, lengthen the arms, lift the chest halfway. Draw the hands up towards the hips, engage the core. And inhale with a flat back, rise. Start to bend into your right knee. Hands come to heart center. Shift to your high side lunge or all the way down into your skandasana. If those hands are lifted at heart center, roll the shoulders back, lift through the crown of your head. Or maybe those hands are grounded to the mat. Bring the hands down to the earth, crawl towards the back edge. Come through a runner's lunge, stacking the knee over the left ankle. Chest is low as you inhale, reach the fingertips forward, leaning lunge. Right heel spins down, right hand comes up and back, Virabhadrasana 2 to the back of your mat. Bending into the left knee, pull that knee open to open the hip, shoulders stacked over the hips, tall through the crown of the head. Inhale, left hand reaches, lengthen, flip the palm. Exhale, reverse warrior. Take a breath here to let it land. Play with the gaze up towards the lifted hand or down at the right foot. Big inhale, feel the length. Exhale, hands come to the top edge of mat, frame the right foot, and step the right foot back into a high plank. Option for your last vinyasa, lower down. Inhale, lift the heart. Exhale, downward facing dog. Big breath in, press the hips up and back. Exhale, soften the knees down. Coming into Balasana, big toes to touch, walk the knees out. Exhale, draw the hips back. Option to bring a block underneath the chest to find more support. Take a big breath in. Exhale out. Inhale, round up back into your tabletop. Draw the knees together, remove the block or prop. If you used it, walk the hands underneath the shoulders. Inhale, curl the toes under and draw the hips up and back, downward facing dog. Inhale, extend your right leg towards the sky. Exhale, knee into the chest, drawing the shin down for your pigeon pose. Lowering down, settling the hips, uncurl the toes. You can stay here lifted, pressing through the palms, or if you'd like to lower down, taking a conscious breath to settle in. Option to stay in your pigeon pose as long as you'd like, or bring the hands back under the shoulders. Inhale, lift. Exhale, bring the weight into your right hip, turn towards the long edge, half cobbler's pose. Inhale, both arms up. Exhale, side bend towards that left leg, right arm up and over. Inhale, the right hand rainbows up and over to the outside of the hip. Draw your weight into your right shin, lift the hips, mini rock star, left hand to the sky. Exhale, lower down. Both hands to the top of the mat, turn yourself back into your pigeon. If you stayed here, meet back up with us, curl the toes under, right foot steps back, downward facing dog. Inhale, left leg rises. Exhale, knee into your chest, lower down to your pigeon, take a breath. Come down to your sleeping pigeon. Option to stay here or continue, hands underneath the shoulders, lift. Exhale, weight to the left hip, turn towards the long edge. Both arms reach up. Side body stretch, left arm up and over. Inhale, left hand cartwheels up, plant the hand, draw the right arm across the face, lift the hips, mini rock star. Exhale, lower down, turn yourself back into your pigeon where we meet. Draw the weight into the left hip, both feet come to the top of the mat, Dandasana for staff pose. Reach the fingertips forward, plug the shoulders back in. Big inhale, tall through the crown of the head, and exhale, slowly start to melt yourself back, drawing the knees into your chest as you settle the shoulders. Giving yourself a big hug for that ball pose. Option is stay here or come into your happy baby. Spreading the knees past the ribs, grabbing for the ankles, the calves or the palms of the feet. Maybe swaying from side to side. Taking any final movements or adjustments that you need, and when you're ready, settle into your final resting pose. Let your body be heavy, taking it into your Shavasana. Settle in for a few rounds of breath, and I will wake you with today's Dharma when it's time to return. Embodiment reminds us that yoga isn't something we perform, but something we experience. The real practice begins when we shift our attention from how a pose looks to how it feels in our own body. Carry that awareness with you into the rest of your day and let your breath and your body be your guide. Stay resting in your Shavasana as long as you'd like, or come to meet me in a comfortable seat. Drawing the hands to heart center, thumb knuckles rested on the chest, big breath in. Exhale out all of your stale air. Feeling your heartbeat, your hard work, and your dedication. As a reminder, every day is a luxury and it's a beautiful day to be alive. The thumb knuckles can travel to your third eye as you bow and say, Namaste. Thank you so much for joining me in today's practice. You can find new videos here every single week. You can also join the Facebook page to join our growing community, as well as follow me on social media. I hope to see you again.